Hello everybody, welcome to Inside City Hall, Auburn, California. My name is Sharon Watson-Hamilton and I asked all the tough questions today with Sean Rabe, our general manager, our city manager, I should say that.
General things.
Yes, okay, I extended your title.
Yeah.
But anyway, how are you?
I'm
Happy
good.
summer?
Yeah, happy summer to you.
Yeah, the heat's kind of come on. It's a little bit off today, so that's good.
It's breezy.
I know.
Which is not great for people with allergies like me.
Oh, again, you've got the allergy thing going on. Yeah, I remember that. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed with allergies. Okay. Anyway, last time we talked, we left off kind of with 4th of July shindigs going on, and the chamber has put out some the roadmap for that day, and we were talking about fireworks. Where are we on that?
Yeah, so the chamber is going to be doing their kind of thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Parade, obviously.
The mile walk or something.
The mile walk is part of that too. It's a new thing that they're doing. And then they'll have like some family stuff kind of centered around Central Square there.
Yeah.
In the evening, the city is going to be doing the fireworks show again.
Okay.
So that'll be at the fairgrounds. The fairgrounds is graciously given us a zero-cost contract for the horse arena where they're actually lit off.
Yeah, out there. Okay.
And then they're going to run an event with vendors and stuff. So last year when we did this and the city kind of scrambled together to find the money to do the fireworks, we didn't have any vendors. And so people would come and then they left. I was watching people leave because there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
So this time there'll be stuff for people to do. So we're still raising money. The estimated cost is about $20,000. I've got, I think, about 12,000, maybe 14,000.
Yeah.
Right. So if you want to donate, go to the city website. There's a QR code there. You can donate. Make sure to do that for the family 4th of July fireworks.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. We'll
by the way, large donation from the tribe, United Auburn Indian Community. They donated $10,000.
Oh, they're so grand.
Amazing.
They're so grand, aren't they? They're really quite generous, I think. They have been through the years. Yeah. Okay, going back to the first part of that, though. Okay, I know you're going to know this because I don't, and I want to know because I read about it. I want to buy a duck, but I don't know how to buy the duck. Do I have to go into the visitor center?
No, I think you. Well, I don't know actually. I don't know.
Are you going to tell me your QR code? That's not going to work. Tell me another way.
I think that you might have to go into. There's businesses in downtown that are selling them for sure.
Oh, okay.
I know that at least last year, Echo Valley was selling ducks.
Okay,
so
that'd be cute.
You might be able to pick one up there.
I'd love to pick up. That means a lot, Echo Valley and the little duck.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you buy your duck.
Right.
And it has a number or something, right? And then they're gonna drop numbers, and if your number lands on something, did they call you, or you have to be there with your duck?
No, I think they register your number.
Okay.
So you don't have to be there anyway. As far as I know, you don't have to.
Okay. Well, we might not have those rules totally correct, but we're close. Because I think it's such a great idea.
Yeah.
And I think the first year, didn't they drop the ducks in the water?
Yeah, it was called to Release the Quacken.
Yeah.
And so they did it at ARD at Rec Park.
Yeah.
And they dropped it off of a boom truck or something, and it just dropped them all. And I'm not sure how they found the winning duck out of all that, but somehow they found the winning ducks.
I just think it's so cute. Such a great idea. Yeah. And I think there's more than, you can win several little things, I think, along the way. So that's kind of cute. Yeah. I'm going to encourage that. And the proceeds from that go to the chamber, right? I think so. Yeah. Anyway, it's a cute idea.
Yeah, it's good.
The quacking or the duckies or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to Echo and any other businesses that are selling the little ducks. I like that.
It's part of the whole, community is made by the fabric of the community, the people who do the stuff. And not just one person or a city or whatever.
And it was a real cute idea, and I think the little gal that thought of it, she passed away or something.
Jackie Weston.
Yeah. So it's kind of cute to keep that up in her memory. Yeah. Okay, there's some infrastructure issues in the town.
Yes.
This is a little more serious than the ducks. Okay.
It's a hard right turn.
It's a hard right turn. Yeah, there you go. He's staying with me though.
Yes.
So some of the parking lots are not very safe or friendly or...
I would say that they are both safe and friendly, however they need patching.
Okay, there's a sinkhole cover
Yes.
in one of them.
Which makes it safe because it's not collapsing. So we do
You're
have
right.
we do have especially
You know, the one just collapsed on the runway at some airport, right?
Yeah, I heard that,
It was covered. It was
Right.
safe, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm just pointing that out.
not at Auburn Airport.
No. That Boston? I don't know. Anyway, okay, sorry. I digressed on that.
So Old City, where like the city's been the county seat for 175 years. We
Aw.
incorporated in 1888, the second time, I believe.
I think so.
First time was 1849, 59, something like
59,
that.
I
Anyways,
think. Yeah.
so, but yeah, old city, infrastructure's been in the ground for a long time. You put that stuff in and then you forget that it's there until there's a problem. And so we have some spots in downtown, specifically with our storm drain system, that we have been kind of working through. Stuff pops up and we deal with it, sinkholes or whatever. We figure out where the issue is and we try to fix it. So
Yeah.
the parking lot that you're talking about, I think, is back behind Trey Pazzi.
Yeah.
There's a plan to get that fixed, but it's also, this kind of stuff is really contingent on budget issues and
Yeah.
we have budget issues, and so we're working through all that. Those kind of safety things, though, we take that very seriously and we fix them as soon as we can.
I know you do, but in doing a plan or budgeting, I'm sure there's so many pieces to the pie that you just don't know where those are going to land.
Right, right.
Does that impact the most people? Does
Right.
that? Yeah, I get all that.
And the thing with storm drains is there's not like a dedicated funding source. So like the sewer department, right, has a dedicated funding source through sewer fees, and so we're able to deal with sewer, like breaks, and we try to replace pipes on a like rotating basis so we don't get into a major problem.
Right.
There's no money like that for the storm drain side, and so like with our budget, we had deficit budgets for 2 years before I started. We fixed that for 2 years. And then this current fiscal year, we had that sinkhole that opened up in front of grocery outlet.
Oh.
So that project was a $1.3 million project because it was like a 10-foot tall pipe. It was a huge, it's Auburn Ravine. It's a creek that's been covered over there. So we went from a positive balance in the budget to a negative only because of that one project. And so that'll be resolved through using reserves and all this stuff. But
I was going to say,
it's an issue.
this is a naive question. I'm sure you have reserves,
Right.
but you just don't have enough sometimes with those big things that
Right,
happen.
right.
Okay. And you can't, even though you just mentioned you sort of budgets for some of it to keep up, you sort of have to wait for something to happen.
Yeah,
sort
a
of.
little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
we try to be proactive as much as we can, but
Yeah.
there's like miles and miles of
Yeah.
storm drains in
Yeah.
the city. So.
There was the huge project in front of the kitchen store.
Right.
That went on for a long
Yeah.
time,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
a year.
yeah. That was it was kind of a different issue. There was an underground storage tank there from an old gas station that we had to deal with and remediate.
No.
And work
Okay.
through, and like you have to do. The county health department has to come out, and the state has to come out, and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah. Ugh.
yeah.
I mean, there's just so much to think about, especially in an older community.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah. So a previous community that I worked in, when we replaced the sidewalks in downtown, they found old telephone poles. So when I'm assuming it was PG&E back then, but when whoever the electric company was replaced the poles, they didn't take them out; they just buried them.
they buried them.
And then
Oh my
left
gosh!
them underneath the sidewalk. And so when we were replacing the sidewalks, we kept running into these telephone poles or power poles. So
Did
there's all
you
kinds of
remove them at
yeah,
that time?
we had to take them out.
Well, how come?
Yeah.
Just leave them there. They did.
Yeah, but we don't. They did, but we don't. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay. It's funny. It's like any project, or as we age on our body, everything starts, and it seems to crumble at the same time.
yeah, right.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, like on the infrastructure stuff, if you think back, we put in a bunch of like storm drain pipes or whatever, all at the same time when the community was growing. They're all made out of like corrugated metal, and that metal erodes and it rusts out. And so
Right.
what we see is the top of the pipe is fine, the bottom is completely gone, and so eventually that just kind of deteriorates. And
It's
kind of,
the whole thing.
right.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So it's a joint problem.
It is.
I'm silly. All the joints start going out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've started on this road. How's our budget doing? Because
Yeah.
I understand it's coming up, right?
So budget will be on Monday, so that's June 22nd for those who are watching whenever this is coming out.
Yes.
So the total budget is $33.6 million,
Okay.
which is a little bit higher than what it was last year. Our reserves, you asked about general fund. So we have general fund and like special funds. General fund is everything from like administration, planning, police, fire, all that stuff.
Okay.
The special funds are stuff like sewer.
Okay.
So the reserves for the general fund is like $5.3 million.
Okay.
General fund itself is about just under $19 million.
So you can kind of, what the salaries are,
All that stuff
pretty
has been
much
set.
ahead of time, so you can get that number. And then the reserves are for things you don't know about.
Right.
Is that right? Okay.
And the reserves are based on a policy. We try to set aside 25% of the general fund total, which is about $18 million.
Okay, so the state and the feds just go in debt. We could do that too,
no,
right?
we can't. It's illegal for a city to pass a negative budget.
All right.
The state can do that, and the feds can do that. Cities,
Isn't that
counties
interesting?
can't do that.
Okay.
Rules for thee, but not for me, Sharon.
Okay, all right. Do what I say, but don't do what
Exactly.
I do. Okay, I got it. I just had to point that out. It's obvious of if we pay attention to things, we get
Right.
don't scratch our head and can't figure it out.
Yeah.
And yet you guys work so hard to keep it above board and,
Right.
and positive and
Right.
and
So
then,
so this year's budget, we're projecting basically flat. I mean, like a zero balance. So last year we thought we were going to have a surplus at the end of the year, so positive. That got swallowed up by that sinkhole. It's a weird pun, didn't mean to make, but
I know. I thought it was
no
pretty
pun
clever.
intended,
I
but,
think he planned it.
swallowed it. But this year we're planning on basically zero. So the revenues coming in are enough to cover the expenses going out, and it's flat.
Okay.
We don't like it to be flat. We like to have the revenues be a little
Up
bit
a little
higher,
bit.
so
Yeah.
we could put money in reserves.
Really
savings banks,
hard
and,
in today's economy when we don't know what the state and the feds are going to do and how that impacts us as individuals, because that's part of the equation too.
It's challenging. Right now with fuel prices are all over the place, and fuel makes up a big piece of our revenue sources, and so it's challenging to kind of budget that out, because we have what we're looking at now is not going to be what it is in 6 months,
Right.
and we do a year-long budget, so it's challenging.
Yeah. Do you readjust along the way?
We do. We have a mid-year budget update, and so
Okay.
at the mid-year that happens in about February, March.
Okay.
We'll reevaluate all
See
of
where
the revenue coming in, all the expenditures coming in, and that's the point where if we need to make cuts on something, we'll do that at that point.
or find out a new revenue source,
Exactly.
like a new fundraiser or a new
Right.
something. Okay. Do you do special tax at that time? I mean, can you?
If we were going to do like a sales tax,
Yeah.
it would be during it has to be voted on, so it would be
Oh, okay.
at a November election.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have to have time ahead of time to get that on the ballot if it needed to be?
So we were actually looking at that for this upcoming November election. We were
Right.
considering doing a sales tax measure.
Right.
We decided not to do it this year, or this upcoming year. Council has to put it on before ballot stuff starts working out. So that would be by July 1st.
Right.
Which means that they would have to decide on Monday to put it on or not. Once the council puts it on, the city can't spend any money on it. Any money being spent has to be done through a campaign. And so, so city's not putting it on this year. Will the city put it on in 2028? I don't know. Maybe potentially.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you have to wait 2 years. So 2 year.
It has to be a general
yeah.
election. You can't do it on a primary or a midterm.
Okay. Ooh, gosh, I almost want to go. Maybe. Yeah.
We did polling to see if it would pass, and the polling it showed that it would pass, but not by a very high margin, and the council didn't feel comfortable.
Didn't feel good about it.
Right. I didn't feel good about it either.
Okay. All right. Well, I trust you. And probably most people would say thank you, but you work so hard.
Yeah.
And the city council works so hard that we don't even understand or look at and we just think they're, just making rules that,
Right.
yeah. Okay, so.
Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
Not willy-nilly.
Okay. I love willy-nilly. So the budget's coming out. What else can you tell us about the budget coming out? or do we have to wait for it to be announced, or how does that
No,
work?
it'll be in the packet tonight.
Okay, all right.
So today is the what?
Thursday?
18th?
Yeah,
Thursday
18th.
18th. So it'll be in the packet tonight, posted up on the website.
Okay.
But the high level is what I was saying: $33 million total, $18 million ish general fund.
Okay,
Reserves are set at the city's policy that we've created.
okay,
And then from the budget comes all the work plan stuff.
okay,
The budget is like, it's a financial document for sure, but it's a policy document, and it shows what the council and the community value.
okay,
And so if you look at like the total of what we're spending, a big piece of that is for staffing to get things done. Big piece of the staffing is for public safety.
yeah.
And that's typically, for cities, right? Like, what are you doing if you're not
Right.
a safe city? So.
Yeah. Projects that are underway right now, are they still under the old budget and accounted for? And I'm thinking about what's in front of City Hall.
Yeah.
The landscape going on there.
Yeah.
Is that already, that's taken care of? Or?
It's being paid for
Theoretically.
through the current fiscal years of 25-26.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And then next year will be all new stuff.
Okay.
There's a bleed over, obviously, because projects don't get done
Right.
on July 1st.
Yeah.
So
Don't?
no,
Okay.
we try to, but
Yeah.
it never works that way.
I know, it's so true. It's just hard. Anyway, okay. I think this is a naive question. Can you ask for grants?
We do that all the time.
All the time.
All
I
the
figured
time.
you did. That's another revenue source
Right.
that you can't budget for, or you can be hopeful, but
Yeah, we don't budget for something that might come in. We budget
Right.
for stuff that we know. I mean, it's all it's all a projection, but grants are really a lot of them are competitive, and so
Right.
we don't budget for. We think that we're going to get a grant for this, so we're going to budget
Right.
for this expense.
it's just, yeah.
If
Okay.
it comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So let's see. Was there anything else you wanted to bring up about
So the other,
strategic plan?
Yeah, so strategic plan is going on Monday also. So that's the kind of culmination of about 6 months worth of work. We actually started this when I first started at the city, and then we had the fiscal situation, and so we kind of paused everything because we needed to deal with that before we started planning further out.
Right.
So that strategic plan it's a 3-year document looking 3 years out, and prioritizes what we're going to be focusing on for the next 3 years. And it's kind of big buckets of things like transparency and community engagement. So making sure that we're people understand what the city is doing, how taxpayer money is being spent.
Okay.
The fiscal side is obviously a key component to make sure that we're shoring up our fiscal situation and dealing with that. Attracting new revenue is a piece under economic development. Public safety is in there, so it's sort of the tent pole things that you do as a city, and I think that there's an understanding that we just do that.
Right.
But if you're not intentional about how you are going to do it and say how you're going to do it, there can be a disalignment with council and staff and the community. And so
Right.
the point of this document is to make sure that everybody's rowing about the same direction, and you don't have a bunch of stuff on the outside.
that could roll their head. Yeah.
And stuff comes up, and that doesn't mean that we can't do projects that come up that aren't specifically tied to the strategic plan, but we want to stay to that as much as we can.
Wow. It just seems like, again, a lot of work that, I could run for that office, right?
Yeah, it's-
Yeah. Oh,
people
maybe
don't-
not.
The city council puts in. I mean, it's basically like a part-time job. They get paid $300 a month, 300 and change. But if you think about all the
That's
meetings
almost
and
just a
stuff,
stipend.
yeah, it is a stipend. It's not.
Yeah.
They're not employees.
Oh.
So it's a stipend for what they do.
Okay.
But it's a lot of work. The meetings and stuff and committees that they do, and
Yeah.
they're all on different
And their
committees.
public voice that has to
right?
be accurate as
Yeah.
well as not open to too much criticism.
Right. Yeah.
Oh. And they
Part
can't
of
budget.
democracy being open to criticism.
I know, and it's
Addressing
good.
your local government or
I know.
government. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
important.
and it is important. And I just, my heart goes out to how much work goes into things like
It's a
that,
lot.
and how Yeah. How
So that's how,
beat
like,
up, I guess. Is the word.
people think that I'm elected as a city manager, and I quickly correct them and make sure that they know that I'm appointed by the city council to basically serve as the CEO of the city. If you think of the city as like a corporation,
Right.
And there is zero chance that I will ever run for office because of the amount of just pressure and consistent work. Not that I don't work a lot. I have my phone 24 hours a day.
Right.
But it's a different thing
Right.
than my
Right.
job is. So
Right.
they set the policy and then I execute it.
Yeah.
That's the way
yeah.
that works.
Yeah. But you also have grand input,
Right. Sure.
So
Recommendations and all that.
Well, and they rely on that too. I know they do because when I was on one of the boards for the fire department, I so relied on the chief
Yeah.
and
right.
his recommendations, his knowledge. So
Yeah.
I know that the council does that as well with you, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
I cannot foresee anything differently.
Right.
Okay. Whew. So strategic plan, budget, huge right now. July 1st is our timeline.
June is always a big lift.
Isn't it?
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And so is this when you go on vacation? They'll call you?
I do.
I don't know.
July is when I go on vacation.
Okay, all right.
We actually canceled the second meeting in July, so that way people can just kind of take a breather. And
Yeah, take a break.
go on
That's a good
vacation
idea.
stuff. And
I
with
think-
summer and all that
Yeah,
stuff, kids.
and by then some of this has been wrapped up and good
Yeah.
to go when you get back. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it just seems like a lot. I wanted to talk. Let's see, was there anything else I had to say at that point? There's probably a lot I have to say. It's always the way it goes. But Mayor Kelly, I had her on the show a couple months ago. And she mentioned commissions, and the way people could get involved is to get on a commission.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to come back and revisit that, but we had other more important topics. I'm not sure what that means, what's out there. I think I'm being kind of naive about why haven't I researched this myself.
Yeah.
It's just easier to ask you.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
just the way we're going with
get it.
this.
I
Okay.
get it.
So tell me a little bit about commissions.
So we have several. They're all advisory, right?
Okay.
With the exception of the Planning Commission, which does make some decisions, but those decisions are always appealable to the council. Council is the final deciding body on all the stuff.
Okay.
So we have, we have the Endurance Capital Committee.
Okay.
We have the Sustainability Committee,
Okay. Wait, sustainability in that.
climate sustainability, working
Okay.
to like climate kind of stuff.
Okay.
Protecting
no
natural
straws
resources.
in the drain. Okay.
Right, that kind of
okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Sustainability, we have the Streetscape, Historic,
Oh, streetscape. Yeah.
Advisory, Shack. So they do basically the tiles.
Oh,
that are
yeah,
in
yeah.
Central Square with the
Yeah.
historic tiles.
Yeah.
So Shack does that. We have the Planning Commission I talked about. We have the, I think I said Economic Development Committee. I didn't say that. Economic Development
Okay.
Committee.
That's 7.
I think that's it. I
And
think that's it.
so I come to you and I say, okay, I want to put in. So it's a process. I would have to,
Right.
Like a job.
Arts Commission.
Yeah, Arts Commission. Let's say I want to go on the Arts Commission.
Yeah.
Do I have to live within the city limits?
So some of them require that you live within the physical boundary of the town. Some of them you can be like on the outskirts.
Okay.
And then some of them you also have to fit specific criteria. So like the Economic Development Committee, they want like certain career sectors or job sectors to be represented.
Okay.
And so it's a double like kind of thing.
Okay.
Planning Commission, you have to live within the city.
Okay.
Because you're responsible for making decisions for the city specifically. So,
Okay.
And the way that people get on those is if there's a vacancy, they're typically advertised on the city website. The committee will receive applications.
Okay. Applications.
So you fill out an application. It has all of your like qualifications to serve on this committee. So like for me, I would never apply for the Arts Commission because I am not artistic. I love art, but I am like 2 thumbs or whatever. Can't do that at all.
That's what they do need.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So you fill out the application. The committee or commission considers it, and then they make a recommendation to the council, and then the council appoints that person.
So the five council members on the city kind of make the decision on all the commissions.
Right.
Is that true?
They make the final appointment.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Whew. So I'm
Fire
kinda,
Safe Council, sorry. We got the Fire Safe Council also.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's
That's a
appointed
good
by the
one.
council,
Yeah. I'm gonna guess that going to the website then would be the best to find out what there's open, because it sounds like there's openings and then I don't know about them.
Yeah, it's typically posted on the website. It's also posted on Facebook sometimes.
Okay.
It also depends on if it's just, like a lot of times somebody will rotate off and then they'll reach out, the committee will reach out to people and get some applications in.
Okay.
But they need to be posted to the website because they're city appointed commissions. So we need to do the kind of solicitation process. There's a way to do that.
Because I just thought a very compelling way that people could get involved in our community without being elected, having that pressure point.
Yeah.
And, I'll do a stretch here. A lot of us that are retired might be looking for some way
that's right.
to get involved. So I'm going to guess that there's probably a lot of those commissions are a little more elderly scaled.
Yeah, it depends.
Not always.
The Economic Development Committee has a lot of kind of younger professionals.
Oh, good.
I forgot we have the Youth Commission, Youth Advisory Commission, so they're obviously youth.
You're right.
So that's like 6th grade, I think, up to seniors
Okay.
in Auburn area schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would they be involved in, how's the cannabis thing doing? I'm assuming they would go to the youth commission because they don't want that too close to schools. Or
They didn't.
There's something
The Youth
like that?
Commission didn't really.
Didn't
I mean,
get involved?
they could if they wanted to send like a letter of recommendation about like
Okay.
something on the ordinance.
Right.
That's really what they would be kind of doing.
Okay. Okay.
So cannabis is part of the general plan update that's ongoing.
Okay.
That should be to the Planning Commission in the summertime, maybe very, very early fall, and then to the council before the end of the year.
Yeah, okay.
So once the general plan is done, EIR certified, the cannabis ordinance comes back to the council. Council approves Planning Commission first, and then the council, and then they move forward with it.
Move forward. Okay. And that time frame has not changed. They started out with that pretty tight.
Yeah, it's kind of been bumped back a little bit by about 6 months.
Yeah.
But the process has always been kind of the same.
Yeah. Because there are things that do come up and make everything wiggly. Let's see. Is there anything else that we can catch up on? What else?
Let's see.
I want to go buy a duck.
A lot of summer stuff happening. Cruise nights are going.
Yes.
So make sure
and the music under
Music
the
in the
tower.
park.
And under the tower every Friday or something,
Yep,
isn't
okay.
it? Yeah.
And in Central Square, kind of by the right at the Central Square itself, by the fire pit and stuff. Also.
Right.
So that's been going on. Old Town has the co-op stuff. The co-ops are. I don't think they call them co-ops. They call them something else now, but they're actually between both. They go downtown and Old Town.
Okay.
So downtown's got a lot of stuff going. Old Town's got a lot of stuff going.
And now they're bridging that gap a little bit better. No, that's nice. That's
Pancake
nice.
breakfast on the 4th of July by the Hook and Ladder Company, so make sure to go to Old Town.
Is
for
that the one on Sacramento? Okay. All right. Parking's terrible.
It is.
Okay, we'll park downtown and walk.
Let me know and I'll make sure you get a spot.
We can call Auburn on demand.
Exactly. They will pick you up and take you.
Yes.
And actually, if it's on a Saturday, we have free fare Saturdays.
Because it is Saturday.
pretty sure.
It is July 4th.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, how fun that'd be. Okay. Auburn on demand. That's another good resource.
And if it's not on a Saturday, $2.50 might be $2.75 anywhere in the city. We'll take you anywhere in the city for that cut. That price.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
It's
a good deal.
such a treat. And we see the pass every now and then and honk and wave, and it's very fun. Okay, so July 4th, it's a big deal. 250 years is a big deal.
Yeah.
The whole country will be. And how about the Knicks? Come on,
Yes,
we can't have a
Knicks.
show without the Knicks.
Right,
Oh my God, and the soccer.
Our public works director, Menjel Dean, is from New York. And so he was just like freaking out. We were texting during the game and stuff and freaking out. So shout out to Menjel for his support of the Knicks.
Okay.
After 50 years of losing.
That's his name. Okay, because I think I should have him on the show.
He'd be great.
Oh, let's do him. Okay, I'll do him. I love the public works. The guys downtown cleaning up after the kids out at Tango. Oh my God.
Great job.
They're worth their weight in gold.
Yeah.
The Knicks and then soccer has been exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not into soccer that much. I'm really not into basketball until it gets down to the wire. And oh my gosh. And I was so proud of Mike Brown, our Kings coach.
Yeah. Yeah, to go from being fired from the Kings to
Yeah,
winning a championship.
to winning the championship. Oh, come on, Kings. You're so on it, man. I love our Kings too, but geez, what a mistake.
Yeah.
But anyway, happy for the Knicks. Happy for New York. That must have been fun for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Angela and I were watching the whole time.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. And then soccer, like I said, I'm not a huge soccer person, but I think it draws the country together in kind of a neutral sport. I'll call it that. I know they have their followings just like anything, but I think it's more neutral this time because it's so 48 teams and 100 games and in their 12 groups, and I try to figure it out. I'm not real good at it, but
I don't really understand soccer. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I like watching it, but I don't know the rules, and I know you can't touch it with your hands, obviously, but that's
Right.
unless you're the goalie.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's kind of.
Well, I know there's groups of 4, and you play everybody in the 4, and if you win 2, you get points, and and that's how you move on. It's not like just win this game and you move on.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. So
I'm too tall and too gangly to play soccer.
Really?
I did play basketball, but I just can't.
Oh,
I tried it once.
I bet you were great.
Yeah.
You're just not remembering it.
I also played Little League Baseball and got hit in the face on a pitch. Broke my nose when I was in
What
kindergarten.
we all need to know about our city manager.
Never played again. The last time. Switched to skateboarding.
Oh, that's safer.
All through high school, broke my wrist twice. Had purple hair for a little bit.
Okay. All right. What does that mean?
What? Purple hair?
Purple hair.
I dyed my hair purple.
I know, but what does it mean? Why would you do that?
Why not?
Oh my God. Okay. I'm thinking of having a new show. And talk to young
City
people.
manager secrets?
Yeah. I want to know. Why would you do that to your hair? What does it mean? Anyway. Well, as always, we have a great show, and I always look forward to our conversations and updates and clarifications of how this city runs. And pretty stellar. We should all be very, very proud, and I know we are. We are. So, anyway, okay. Have we got anything else, Phil? We'll ask Phil. He's out in the background. He's just shaking his head. No, don't. Oh. We wouldn't be a show without Phil.
Right.
So, well, okay, sweetie. Let's go on to the council meeting Monday night and get a good budget. Do they have to pass the budget? I mean, can they modify it?
They can modify it if they want. It has to be passed and approved by June 30th.
30th, okay. So
Otherwise,
they probably won't because this is kind of the last time, right?
Well, typically, if there's a big issue, it would be passed, and then we would bring it back first meeting in July and fix whatever the issue is.
Okay.
But it has to be passed.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, Auburn, you're a fantastic town. Thank you, Sean. I look forward to our conversations, and everybody take care of one another. Happy for the Knicks. Go USA in the soccer. I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Take care of one another. Bye-bye.